Have you ever thought that just taking vitamin D every day is enough to protect your bones, boost your immunity, and help you feel relaxed? In fact, millions of people, and especially the elderly, despite regularly supplementing with vitamin D, still experience fatigue, joint pain, and even depression. And the reason is likely because they are lacking something extremely important that few people pay attention to. That is, magnesium. In today's video, we will explore the crucial role of magnesium, a substance that can determine whether vitamin D functions in the body and why. If you lack magnesium, no matter how much vitamin D you take, your body still won't absorb it as desired. Specifically, you will learn why elderly people still lack vitamin D despite regular intake, how magnesium helps activate vitamin D, the signs that your body is lacking magnesium that you might not expect, and how to supplement magnesium correctly, safely, and effectively for the elderly. This is essential health knowledge that most people over 50 have never been warned about. So don't take your eyes off the video, especially part 3, where the truth that most people overlook is revealed. Why do many elderly people still lack vitamin D despite taking it regularly? Many elderly individuals are advised by doctors to supplement with vitamin D daily to enhance bone health, reduce the risk of osteoporosis, support the immune system, and improve resistance. However, the reality is, there are quite a few cases where despite taking vitamin D regularly for an extended period, health does not show significant improvement. This leaves them confused and sometimes leads to misunderstandings, believing they need to increase the dosage of vitamin D or switch to a more expensive type. However, the issue is that vitamin D, once introduced into the body, may not necessarily be absorbed and metabolized effectively. For vitamin D to be effective, it needs to be metabolized by the liver and kidneys into its active form, specifically calcitriol. To ensure this process runs smoothly, the body requires sufficient supporting minerals, with magnesium being particularly important. If the body is deficient in magnesium, a common condition in the elderly, the metabolism of vitamin D will be disrupted. In this case, even if you take vitamin D regularly, every day, the body will still be unable to utilize it effectively. The result? Very low, or even no, health improvement. In other words, if you do not supplement correctly, you may be wasting vitamin D unconsciously, both costly and not truly beneficial for your health. Magnesium is an essential mineral involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, from regulating blood pressure and energy metabolism to nerve and muscle function. However, a lesser-known role is that magnesium is the key to activating vitamin D. Vitamin D does not automatically become active when it enters the body. It needs to be metabolized by the liver and kidneys through several steps to become the active form, also known as calcitriol. Magnesium is an essential factor for this metabolic process and to occur effectively. In simple terms, if the body lacks magnesium, vitamin D will remain inactive, like having a brand new car, but not putting in gas. The car is good, but it won't run. Consequences of magnesium deficiency. Vitamin D is not activated, leading to low levels of active vitamin D in the blood, even if you take it regularly. Poor calcium absorption increases the risk of osteoporosis and fractures in the elderly. Weakened immune system makes the body more susceptible to colds, pneumonia, or infections. Symptoms such as muscle pain, fatigue, and joint pain may appear. This leads many people to mistakenly believe they are lacking vitamin D, when in fact, they are deficient in magnesium. Vitamin D is like a light bulb, while magnesium is the switch. You can install a beautiful bright light bulb, but if you don't turn on the switch, it will still be just darkness. Signs of magnesium deficiency in the elderly, very easy to confuse. Why is magnesium deficiency often overlooked? Magnesium deficiency is one of the most common micronutrient deficiencies in the elderly, yet it is often missed. The reason is that the signs of magnesium deficiency are easily mistaken for the normal symptoms of aging, such as fatigue, insomnia, or aches and pains. As a result, many people live with this condition for a long time without realizing it. Common signs of magnesium deficiency in older adults: persistent fatigue, despite getting enough sleep and proper rest; nighttime cramps, muscle pain, stiffness, or prolonged soreness; numbness in the limbs, a tingling sensation or pins and needles; heart rhythm disturbances, unusual palpitations; insomnia, frequently waking up at night without clear reasons; constipation, bloating, indigestion. If you or an older family member are taking vitamin D daily, but still experience the above symptoms, do not hastily conclude that it is due to additional vitamin D deficiency. It is very likely that your body is lacking magnesium, and due to this magnesium deficiency, vitamin D is not being activated properly to take effect. How to effectively and safely supplement magnesium. Natural sources first, supplements later. Natural sources of magnesium. Top priority: to safely and easily absorb magnesium. The best way is through a daily diet. Here are magnesium-rich foods that the elderly should add to their meals. Types of nuts: pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, cashews, almonds, both delicious and easy to snack on. Green vegetables: spinach, kale, okra, help boost natural fiber and magnesium. Fruits: avocados, ripe bananas, figs, provide magnesium along with potassium and antioxidants. High-protein foods: salmon, tofu, oats, good for both the cardiovascular system and muscles. Other items: dark chocolate, 70% cocoa, Greek yogurt. A little each day helps improve mood and digestion. When should supplements be used? In some cases, simply eating may not be enough to meet magnesium needs. At this point, a doctor may prescribe supplements. Individuals with gastrointestinal issues, inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel syndrome, etc., conditions that impair absorption. Individuals who have to take diuretics or antibiotics for an extended period. Older adults experiencing prolonged stress, poor sleep, irregular eating habit, and or lack of physical activity. Recommended magnesium intake by age, RDA, recommended dietary allowance. Men over 50, about 420 milligrams per day. Women, over 50, about 320 milligrams per day. Important note: do not take high-dose magnesium supplements without a doctor's recommendation, as it may cause digestive disturbances, low blood pressure, or interact with medications being taken. The secret to optimizing vitamin D: it's a smart combination. Many people focus solely on taking vitamin D, but forget that. What's more important is whether your body is ready to absorb and utilize vitamin D. And the key factor here is magnesium. If you lack magnesium, vitamin D will just sit idle in your body, not being activated. This means that even if you take it regularly, it still won't have a noticeable effect. Tips for optimizing daily vitamin D absorption: eat a variety of magnesium-rich foods, from green vegetables, seeds, to fish and fruits. Sunbathe in the early morning for 10-15 minutes each day before 9 a.m. to allow your skin to synthesize vitamin D naturally. Drink enough water. Limit processed foods high in sodium. Consult a doctor before taking supplements to avoid incorrect dosages or unsuitable combinations. Living healthily doesn't necessarily mean doing something grand. Just understand correctly, do enough, and coordinate wisely. Your body will know how to respond with resilience and vitality every day. Dear valued audience, Sometimes, we think that just taking vitamin D every day is enough. But through today's video, I hope you have realized something important. Vitamin D only works effectively when it has a companion, magnesium. Without magnesium, the body can still feel tired, achy, and have a weakened immune system, even if you're taking vitamin D consistently. Proper supplementation means combining both vitamin D and magnesium from healthy foods, from quality sleep, and also from enjoying the small joys in life every single day. Let's start with small changes. Eat more greens, nuts, beans, fish. Exercise gently every day. Go to bed a little earlier. And if necessary, consult a doctor about the proper dosage of magnesium supplements, because health in old age relies not only on medication, but also on understanding, on proactivity, and most importantly, on self-love. If you find this video helpful, please like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to continue our journey of wise and peaceful elderly healthcare together. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Wishing you good health, a light heart, and peace every day.